Welcome to episode 1 of Questions for Mama, the podcast. This podcast is destined to become an online safe space where wounded and estranged family members can ask questions on their journey toward family truth and reconciliation. I'm your host, Christina Dixon. As a formerly estranged mother, I abandoned my children in 1985 for 5 long years. Though my children were physically reunited with me in 1990, there were multiple challenges that I was initially unprepared to face. When I saw the emotional harm and damage that I caused, I wasn't satisfied with simply reuniting with them physically. My heart longed to fully reconcile with them. Thus began my pursuit to repair the relationships I had broken. As I launch this podcast, you may ask, why would anyone want to share such shameful past decisions with the world? It's a valid question. In this introductory episode, I want to share 4 reasons for sharing some of my most embarrassing moments of life. My whys are rooted in these 4 simple facts. Fact number 1. I am overjoyed to be reconciled with my children. So many others have told me that my story gives them hope. So I can't keep the joy of reconciling with my children to myself. I want people to know that reconciliation is an invitation to wholeness. Fact number 2. Child neglect is one of the most prevalent dilemmas of our time. One only needs to Google child neglect to learn about the harmful and sometimes horrific ways that children suffer at the hands of their own parents. I want to be a catalyst for hope that helps parents realize that children are blessings that we need to invest in, even when they're adults. Fact number 3. I've met too many estranged adult children whose emotional pain short-circuits the fullness of their joy simply because their parents won't own their neglectful, hurtful, or harmful actions from the past, show genuine remorse, or ask forgiveness. Fact number 4. I want estranged parents that long for reconciliation with their children to know that the possibility of family unity is a noble endeavor worth pursuing, despite how challenging the journey is, or whether reconciliations even take place. Frankly, I get it. When you've walked away from or otherwise harmed your children, and shame is beating you in the head every day, you wonder, why bother? Why even try? I learned that you don't have to give in to shame. I am so grateful that I didn't. Because I desire to live a life that pleases God, my faith was the primary motivation that challenged me to go through the emotional pain I suffered to win my children's hearts back. This faith-inspired intention caused me to take things one step at a time, as I was led to all kinds of information that helped me to understand the severity of the damage and the emotional pain I caused. I was also given the courage to take a long look at the mess I had made, own what I had done, and ask forgiveness. The first step was a deep remorse that caused me to yearn for my children's forgiveness. Today, more than 30 years after reuniting physically, I am enjoying the presence of each of my 5 children in ways they will tell you would not have been possible were it not for the grueling journey I took. So, what's the reality? I've learned that reconciliation is not for the faint-hearted. It is a noble pursuit that pierces the darkness of shame, brokenness, and humiliation with hope, transparency, and truth. It takes commitment, courage, and community. So I invite those of you whose hearts long for connections with depth that grows beneath the surface, where things can be sometimes a bit dark. What can you expect from this podcast? I intend for listeners to receive encouragement, hope, and a sense that the impossible really is possible. I'll share the wisdom I gained as I pursued my children's hearts. I'll share the questions they asked. We'll have interviews with them. And I will answer questions submitted by you, my podcast listeners. Full disclosure, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitute for professional, pastoral, medical, or mental health care advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content is for the purpose of encouraging, challenging, and inspiring you. Now that I've shared my why, let me ask you some questions. Why are you pursuing reconciliation? As hope paints unseen images upon your heart, what ideas or visions are developing in your mind? Or do you have other questions? Let's pursue the answers to our questions together. Email questions at questionsformama.com. Till next time, this is Christina Dixon, taking the courageous journey toward family truth and authentic, joy-filled reconciliation to restore unity in my family and yours.